Coming to you back once again, hot on the mic. Yes, it's been a week since I've been on. I do apologize, but we did give you a double hitter last time. But then again, I know you missed me. So this is your favorite voice in Charlotte, North Carolina, King Dares with No Approval Podcast. What's good over there, just Jer?
Man, I'm living,
You
man.
living?
It's a beautiful Sunday, you know what I'm saying? It's been warm out.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I've been getting it in, hitting the gym a little something.
Okay.
You know what I do.
Getting right for the sun's out, buns out type of season, right?
No shirt all summer 21, boy.
No
shirt,
no goo
shirt.
wop,
No
goo
goo
wop.
wop, no goo wop. Just straight, no shirt, bro. We going.
Okay. What's up with you? Oh, so pretty, Tay.
It's so pretty, Tay. I already know what it is when I'm in the building.
Oh, do they now?
I'm excited.
Oh,
for
you
our
excited
guest today? Yes, I'm very excited.
So we got a triple OG in the building today. We got
Big
no
dog.
Lise, you know, for season.
What's up, big homies?
What up?
I just got a question.
What up?
Why take her out the mic like that?
I've been trying to catch.
She grabbed it out so ducking it.
We told
This
her
is
that.
pretty, Tay.
I had to make sure that it was sturdy enough.
that's
you
type
know, so y'all
podcast we
heard
doing
me.
tonight.
Over there caressing
have you
and
been
everything
practicing?
else.
You know, that's what I
Caressing
want to
and
know.
I
everything.
should have brought some more ones.
Y'all
You
gonna
gonna do that?
get up off my
I
neck.
told her about that
Get up off my
last
neck.
episode. I said,
mean,
boy,
I'm trying to
don't
get
grab
you
that
off the
mic
neck.
like
You gonna
that.
grab it like that?
Blame
We
it
don't
on the
want
Henny.
her. We
Blame
don't
it on
want
the
her, bro. We don't want her. Don't grab the mic like that. You know,
Yeah,
you're
I
giving
told
off wrong signals, wrong vibes.
I'm just saying though, little baby.
It
Goddamn.
might be that little Henny that's in
I
her
think
cup.
it's the Henny. I
That's
think
what
it's
it
the
is.
Henny. I just, you know what I'm saying?
Anything is possible with that mic.
Yeah, don't do
you know,
that.
Right.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Don't do that no more.
Look, I'm gonna just touch it from up here.
Nah,
don't even do that no more.
Don't even be cheeky with him. You
Nah.
gonna grab it, be aggressive, okay?
I don't even do that no more.
So what's up, No Limit? What's going on, man? How you doing?
Man, just out here working, man. You know how I go, man. In the streets every day, in the way and out the way. Y'all came out to serve with me, so y'all know how I get it in, man.
Yeah, man.
That's an everyday process, man. Making sure people in the street that want to eat, making sure they eat. Just trying to, curb some of the ills in our community.
Oh, yeah.
So that's just one of the things I do. With shout out to Block Love Charlotte. We making sure the homeless community get the things that they need as far as hygiene, as far as food. And like I said, it's a day-to-day basis.
All right, so before we get into like the meaty ingredient and everybody knowing who No Limit, well, everybody know who No Limit
And
Larry
if
is.
you don't know who Limit Larry
If you
is,
don't know, you know. We
tune
can
into
set the
Power
stage
98.
for you once again for the legend. But before we get into it, we got a little game for you, bro.
Okay, let's do it.
Let's get it,
So
let's get
this
it, let's
is
get it.
called it's called What's Your Limit?
What's my limit? All right, let's do it.
What's
Let's
your
do it.
limit?
So my first
No
thing, I'm gonna
Limit
throw it out
edition.
there right quick. It might be a little hot seat, but what's your limit of in the strip club? How many ones you throwing?
I don't really go to strip club.
He ain't paying nobody's
Okay,
bills.
in your,
hold on,
in your
hold on.
younger days
Let me
then.
let me ask y'all been to the strip club here? Have y'all ever seen me there? Don't really go to the strip club. But I'm gonna tell you why. I went to the strip club a lot when I was in college because I was working for No Limit Records with my man DJ Cat X. So all up and down the East Coast, I was responsible for making sure that the records got to the strip club. So I got strip clubbed out between 18 and 21. And I ain't gonna do it no more.
So
I
it's-
seen a lot of stuff in the strip club y'all wouldn't believe.
Like
So
what?
is
I
that,
mean, give me an
Sharing of
example.
Sharing of thongs.
No.
Sharing thongs.
No.
And they talk about Rona.
Yeah, sharing of thongs,
Nasty.
girls just being
it
on.
is
It was
nasty.
just like,
Shit sweaty.
Yeah, it was a lot of nasty.
But you don't see that when you see them dancing and whatnot.
you
in the
don't.
Because it
videos and
happened
stuff
behind
like-
closed doors.
I can't see it, but I damn sure can smell it.
right. So like we,
Well,
some of the clubs we used to come in through the back where the strippers were. So like we would catch them like in between sets, or whatever.
Changing and whatnot.
and it'd be like, man, panties all over the floor. Oh, I don't know who the panties these is. Pick them up, put them on. Like what the fuck? Like nah. So
That's
it's just
nasty.
like nah. So
Yeah.
I didn't really get turned off, but I got turned off.
That's that hygiene shit.
And plus I did it too much.
Hold on, I gotta ask you then before I do mine. So is that where you got your name, No Limit?
It actually came from, I was in college at John C. Smith. Salute to John C. Smith.
Shout out.
Shout out Johnson C. Smith.
Yeah, my man Cat X gave me a college internship with him. He was the only person in North Carolina that was repping No Limit Records at the time. And he's from Charlotte. So he asked me to work for him. Distributing, the No Limit Records to the street because back then P was real new.
Yeah,
Niggas
right.
wasn't on him.
Right.
It was Tupac and Biggie.
Right.
Tupac, Biggie, Outkast, Goody Mob.
Right.
That was it.
Right.
And then P was new on the scene, so we had to introduce ourselves to P. So working for him when I got my internship at the radio station. I had everything No Limit. Bandanas. I had the sweatsuits.
Right.
My car said No Limit Soldier on the tag.
I told
you
you.
building that brand.
Yeah. So when I got to the station, it was just like I knew how to do everything. And one day, DJ Easy Ice gave me the name. He was like, "Bro, man, you know how to do everything. It's just no limit to what you could do." and it just stuck.
That's what's up.
That's
it
what's
kind of
up.
all went together, so
See?
it kind of stuck.
That's what's up, man. Well, let me go ahead and throw my no limit in there real quick. All right, so no limit. What's your limit on the automobile, man?
Yeah, what you dropping?
Oh boy, I'm
What you
cheating.
dropping?
Nah, I'm just kidding. Nah, man. Like I think the most I bought a Cadillac.
Ooh,
Straight off the back. My first car I ever bought, like brand new. You know, I'm from the projects in Charlotte, North Carolina. So,
yeah.
you know, I came into some money when I got to Power 98. They gave me the morning show. And like I had been getting these checks, and I'm like, shit, I want to buy a new car. And I went to Cadillac. I had a Cadillac already, and they was bringing in you know how they bring them in on the truck, still wrapped in plastic.
Right.
And I bought that bitch right off the truck.
So
3
no
miles on
miles.
it. It was
Oh,
3
but-
miles on it. 3 miles on it.
It's just the miles.
It was 3 miles.
Get on the car.
I unwrapped the plastic off that bitch. It was about like cash. It was like 50, about 52.
How long you had it? How long did you have
I
it?
kept it from it was a 06 brand new. I kept it from like 06 to 09. I traded in and I upgraded and went all foreign.
He said all
No
four.
shade, but it's the
All
truth.
four.
What happened was my wife wrecked the Cadillac probably like 2 years in. And
I know that hurt your heart, you know? It was kind of
Right.
You still get
He
that?
still bring it up. You remember when you wrecked my Cadillac about 20 years ago? I still miss it.
So they fixed it and everything, but it was just the fact that knowing it was wrecked. And I had been riding around with all the Carolina Panthers and all the at the time it was the Bobcats. My man Raymond
The
Felton.
Bobcats.
My man Raymond Felton had this big ass black on black S63. My man Brinson Buckner had that 750 with the 22s on it.
Man.
So I'm like, shit, I got all these niggas. I need to get me something
Cadillac,
for it.
you know?
I got a Cadillac. I need to get me something for it.
I'm on the radio and stuff.
I'm
and
like, shit.
Yeah.
They living life.
I went to the Mercedes dealership and the man was like, shit, what you want? He said that. I was like, shit, that right there.
Yeah.
That was my first time going
That
for
what it is.
I ain't
So
never
ever
went back.
since.
I ain't never went back.
That's what's up. Pretty say what's good.
You got a what's your limit for no?
I do. I actually want to know what would be your limit on like clothes and jewelry. Like, do you
Oh,
have
man.
a certain limit, or
Ooh.
you know what I mean?
He
Like,
like man.
I want to know this.
He like
I need to know this.
hold on. You talking about clothes and jewelry? He don't care.
That's my road manager back there. If it look good, so I'm a watch man.
Oh,
So
okay.
Like
So-
you might see me wearing 1 or 2 chains, but like
two
I'll be
chains.
honest, like most of the jewelry that I have, like when it comes to chains and charms, there was somebody gave it to me. Like I didn't go in the store and buy that shit. Like the chain that I wear most of the time, my boss actually bought that for me for my 10th anniversary on the
Okay.
morning show. He
Right.
bought that for me. Him and the station bought that for me. And then the charm that I usually wear, my man is a jeweler in Charlotte. He made it for me, so to help promote. But like watches, I spend whatever on a watch
That's
if I
what
like
it
it.
is.
So
It don't
what's
need
the most you spent on a watch?
that I spend on a watch? Probably like about 5,500.
Real easy. Real easy. And that's on the light. That's on the light.
He said it was no about
It was a
5,500.
special birthday, and, you know, because I buy myself.
What year?
gifts.
What birthday was
25.
it? Your 25th?
My
Your
25th
25th?
birthday. No, I'm just kidding. It was my 30th. It was my 30th
He's
birthday.
spending that big
It was my
bag.
30th birthday.
Okay,
Man,
I got
that's
another.
what's
What's your limit? What's your limit when it comes to an argument? Ooh, oh yeah. He like, hold on.
It depends. So I got a new thing. Like, you know, as you get older, you mature. So
Right.
I try not to argue with women at all.
Ooh,
Especially like. Hold on,
Yeah,
not you.
let
Go
him
ahead.
explain.
Speak on.
Let him explain.
So,
He gonna explain.
So like I tell
I need a
like,
refill.
I'm not going. The only way I'm arguing with a woman is somebody I care about extremely. Is somebody in my family. Other than that, like outside women,
Right,
Like you say whatever to me, I'm not gonna argue with you. I got sisters and cousins for that.
Right.
You can argue with them all day. I'm
Right.
not gonna argue with you. But like for a dude, like we really, you gotta say something to really make it go there. Like,
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
you gotta
just-
be men disrespectful.
yeah,
Like, you
yeah,
gotta
like,
be.
you gotta disrespect my kids or something like that.
Yeah.
Other than that,
Right.
He go
because
pop
I
the
got a
trunk.
disrespectful mouth too.
He
So
gonna-
now it's we can go back and forth
Right
all
now.
day, but like it's certain stuff that should be off limit. Like
That's
kids,
what's
up.
like come on, bro, you
Yeah.
can't do that. I would say
Exactly.
kids.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
You got
man.
another one for? Go throw the last one out for me.
Man, all right. When we gonna say what's your limit?
like this
What's your
guy.
limit? What's your limit on vacations, man? Because we see you like to travel a lot.
Right.
So what's your limit
I done
on
seen
your
it. I
vacation?
just seen
you dropping on
everything.
these vacations?
You know, you over here flossing and everything.
That ain't my fault. That's my family. My family want to post everything we do. I be like, I might as well be on TMZ.
Well,
Right, might have my own reality
We
show,
saw
you
you
feel me?
turning it up down there in Tampa for the Super Bowl.
Exactly.
Brady.
Down there in
What up,
Tampa.
Brady?
We cut up. We cut up.
Don't shout out.
What up, Brady?
No.
Yeah, you ain't gonna hate on Brady though.
Because I know you,
You know
like
we
him,
Patriot
like,
fans
you know?
over here, though. We're Brady fans.
I'm a
You know
Brady
what I'm saying? We're Brady fans.
So yeah,
But nah, vacation, it don't matter, bro. Like if it make the family happy, like my kids, because they need to see the world. I remember being a kid in the projects, and hell, I just wanted to go to Vegas one time. So like vacations don't matter. If it makes sense and we can do it, we gonna do it.
That's what's up. That's
Okay.
what's
But I want to go to. I haven't been to Hawaii, and I want to go there.
Ooh.
Me too. I was just telling my homeboy
I wanna go to
later
White Bay.
later
You
this
might as
year.
well go
man.
right now while it's cheap. You
Man.
know,
Right.
You know
Yup.
the
Nah,
prices
that
are
shit
low.
done went up. It's done went back up.
Because everything
It's
about
done
to
bounced
open.
back now. It's
Yep,
done bounced
yep,
back.
yep.
They said, hold on, y'all
Yeah,
want to
they
come
gonna
visit?
get sick.
Told you,
We
you
see
should have got
the
it. Should have got it in
influx.
January.
Miami.
I should have got it last November.
We still going to Miami
Yeah,
still.
hey, you trying to do a Miami trip?
You trying to do a Miami
When we
trip?
going? When we going?
Hey,
May.
no,
And the May.
And the May.
Man,
Let's
y'all
go.
wow.
Tell you gonna grab the mic like that? We go to Miami.
I mean,
Boy,
This thing is right
they
here.
gonna be
Yeah.
wireless. Hold up now. They gonna
Hold on,
they might have to grip it.
Listen. We gonna have the walkable mics, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be able to toss it. You know what I'm saying? Do
Ooh.
it.
That's what you do
she
with it.
tossing salads, everything
Yeah.
else.
No, not the salad.
Now, if
Jeremy,
the
not
battery go
salads,
dead, I'm
Jeremy.
gonna be looking at you.
We about to start a What's Your Limit tape. That's what we got to start.
That might got a ring to it.
No, it don't. It do got a ring. It do got a ring. I can't lie about that. You know how I be. I be playing
What's
shit
good,
out.
man? Let's get
So
into
let's
it,
get
man.
into it, man. You know you're a triple OG, and you have done a lot. So these younger kids, they uneducated to the pipeline and the work you had to do for yourself. Let's get a little bit into your history. So you say you started as an intern at Power 98. Walk us through that. Did you have the prime time show, or you had to
Hell
work?
no.
Exactly. I know
Like,
that.
intern
I know that, but I just want you to
so as an intern, you
Shop
start
show.
dirt ball bottom. Like when I say bottom, I'm talking about getting coffee, washing cars, going to get like the artists
Washing
come to
cars?
Yeah.
Who called you mine?
He was like my damn
Oh
boss.
shit, Bobby! Like, hey, boy, you think you want my car? I'm gonna give you a couple dollars, but
He ain't
you ain't
gonna-
gonna,
You ain't gonna say
you know
no.
what it is. It's like
Yep.
they trying to see, they just trying
Your
to
work
figure out
ethic.
your
Right.
work ethic. You know what I
Yep.
mean? So it's cool. But you started at the bottom, so I started at the bottom, and I started in what we call the music closet.
Mm-hmm.
So back, I interned under Nate Quick, who was our music director at the time, and he also
R.I.P.
did, R.I.P. He also did afternoons, but he was a music director, so he had a closet about the size of this room. It was all music. So back then, all music was on CD.
Exactly.
So you imagine a room like this with all CDs. So I had to. So like my first 2 weeks was just in the closet with snakes, rats, raccoons, because we was in Concord, and anything could be in this damn closet. Oh, yeah.
wow.
Yeah, we used to find all kind of shit. I think we found a dead body one time.
Oh my God.
Dead body. But nah, so I spent my first.
I think I seen you on First 48.
Yeah.
They questioned you about that when they was in Charlotte.
So now I just spent my first 2 weeks just rearranging the room, just like making sure he would give me a list of singles that we were supposed to have in there. I would have to go in there and put them in alphabetical order, and then from that we then moved, because the society started becoming digital.
Right,
So
MP3.
as it's becoming digital, now I have to transfer all the ECDs into the computer,
Right.
make an MP3, name them. So that was like real work, and so like you're not getting paid to do it.
Right.
Yeah. So like
You just interning.
you just interning. So like a lot of interns came in with me. They didn't last because they didn't want to do that kind of work.
Right.
I didn't mind.
Right.
Anything's
Right.
better than being in the projects.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So I'm
So
in
that
here.
hunger was there.
Yeah, I'm here, bro. Like, they had to tell me, bro, you gotta go home. You
time
got
to go
class
home.
tomorrow. I'm good.
Good. I will make it to class.
Yeah. So
Just make sure y'all see what I'm doing.
yeah. So I used to sit in there with him, and then from him, I went to the production director. Used to sit with the production director, learn how to produce commercials, and from that, I went to sat down with the board ops, learn how to run the board. From that, I went to the promotions department. Promotions department, where I actually thought I was going to go into promotions with Power 98 because, like, basically I rode with them every day, and I would just tell them my ideas, and they would just implement them. So they was like, "Yo, you need to be in promotions." So Nate did this big promotion one year where the Carolina Panthers was sorry as hell.
I mean,
Why he had
They've
to-
always,
ever
they've
good?
always,
Right, now
they've
we-
always
Are they
been
ever
sorry.
good?
We just gonna slide past that shit.
No, they was sorry as hell. They was sorry as hell. So Nate did a promotion where he was going to sit on the roof until the Carolina Panthers won the game. So this was a big promotion for the station, and he said, "Well, since I'm going to do this, like you're going to have to run my show."
Right.
So this is when me and Nate got really cool because Nate was like his life was fast paced, like he was doing a whole lot. But this made him sit down because he was thinking, "Well, okay, I'm gonna go up here. I'll be up here for a week. The Panthers will win, and I'll come down." That didn't happen like that.
Right.
They lost and they lost and they lost. So he's sitting on the roof,
And they lost some more.
It's in their culture.
And I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember that, man.
You remember losing seasons?
I remember him
That
sitting
too.
sitting on the roof, man. Because we would. I remember my homeboy's
Yep.
dad. He took me and my homeboy one time. I was about 5 or 6, and we rolled past and we yelled out the window, "What's up, Nate? Quick!"
Yep. And I probably was sitting up there with him.
He like, Nate, quit remember me.
Because I was responsible, like while he was on the roof, I was responsible for everything that he had going on. So during that time, I had to learn, like, what are you doing as far as music director? Like, what are you doing as far as your afternoon show? Right. So during that time, we got really, really cool, and I'm learning what he's doing, and he learned that, well, you know how to run all this.
Right.
So he knew that he could put some trust in me. So he really got behind me and really tried to get me a job after that.
That's what's up, man.
And it took a whole nother year before I got a job.
I mean, but you had to put it.
But that's
you
what's
put that
up,
work
man.
in, though?
I was just we were actually talking about this earlier, man.
Yeah.
And it's just like, man, I was telling them how I've seen you go from like literally how you said the bottom. Like I was about 5, 6 years
Right.
old listening
Damn,
to you,
that's
man.
crazy.
Right.
I remember, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like I remember them Club 2000 commercials.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
2000,
Man,
Oh,
it
my
used to go
God.
down. I told them, boy, so
Yes.
many people lost their
Legendary.
life over there, boy.
Yeah. And their religion and their sexuality. And
No, they were like, yeah. They lost all that shit over there.
money.
So, man, I wanted to ask you, you know, like you say, coming in from the bottom, you seeing people who were kind of already established, I guess, like Tonex, Fly Tie.
Right.
You had BJ Murphy,
The
Breakfast
OGs.
Brothers, morning show in the morning. What did you take anything from them, or did you learn anything from them? And how did that go?
I learned from everybody.
Right.
So like anybody like that wanted to talk to me in the building, I reached out to them. And even if they didn't want to talk, I still I was aggy. Like, what y'all would
Right.
call aggy, I was aggy as
Right.
hell back
Right.
then.
Right.
And I sit back now and be like, I know you get on y'all nerves.
Right.
I really did. Like, cause I would come in so I was still in college. So I would get out of college. I would get out of class at like 12:30. I'd be at the station at 1. And sometimes we wouldn't leave till 10 o'clock at night. So I see everybody's show. Like I used to miss Tone X and them because, you know, they would come and go because they do mornings. They was doing mornings. So they would come in about 6 and be gone by like 10:30.
Right.
But however, when we had meetings, I would see them then and I would talk to them. And Tone always gave me a positive word. Ty always gave me a positive word. And Janine at the time was working for V1019.
Right.
So Janine actually is one of the first people who trained me on the board. And we actually also had Artie and Eddie Owens.
Right.
So I was working closely with Eddie because Eddie was the assistant music director.
Right.
So Eddie actually helped me get a job because Eddie ass was always late. So they taught me, he was training me on how to do Eddie's job.
Right,
Really.
right.
So I still thank Eddie to this day. Thank you for being late. I appreciate
Right.
that.
That's why you gotta be on time.
Yeah, he
Right.
was actually training me to do Eddie's job.
And Eddie was the dude back then,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
I remember he was on all the Coca-Cola
Man.
commercials, everything.
Yeah,
So,
so Eddie had him and Nate had the Coke commercials. They did the Coca-Cola jams. Eddie had his own show on during the week. He had his own show on the weekend.
Right.
He was going to all the schools and everything.
That's what's up.
And he was the music director. He was the assistant music director because Eddie knows music. Like
Right.
Eddie could tell you shit in your sleep about music. It's crazy. So Nate was actually training me to do his job, and then finally. Artie started talking to me. She did nights. She did evenings. She did 6 to 10.
Right.
So I started sitting in with her on her show.
Right.
Started learning her show. And then I started learning, I already knew Nate's show. And then BJ was the first one out of the Breakfast Brothers.
Right.
Who really just started talking to me because he saw my hunger. He
Right.
was like, yo, listen, you need to do this. Just stay around. I don't care what they say. Just keep knocking on the door. Just keep knocking on the door.
That's
Just
what's up.
And I
Keep
did.
grinding. Right.
I did.
Broke it
I'm
down.
telling you, for about a year, bro. It was a year till I didn't really think I was gonna get a job, and I had started applying in other markets. And I just told Nate one day, I was like, bro, like I'm gonna just keep applying, just
to see what's
just
up.
give me a reference, bro. You know what I mean? Because I know your word is gold in the
Exactly.
industry. He was like, I got you. And then finally one day, what happened was somebody they was going to do like we do the broadcast from BET Awards. It was the Billboard Music Awards, and they needed somebody to come run the board. And the engineer told them, so they was like, we'll just call Larry in to do it. And the engineer was like, well, we can't because Larry can't sign up on paperwork because he's not an employee.
Right.
And that's how I got my job.
Damn.
That's how I got my
Boy.
job. They said, well, damn, bro, you know how to do everything. We got to hire you.
Might as
So I got
well.
hired as a board op.
That's
and
what's
then
up.
I went from board op to doing 2 a.m. to 6 a.m. to 6 a.m. They call it the graveyard shift from radio. And then from there, I was still producing Nate's show. Then Nate just took me out. He was like, man, listen, I need you on my show. Focus on my show. So he moved me to his show.
Right.
From that, I started doing afternoons with Nate. I used to be in the street with the truck.
Yep.
And then from that, I got so popular they gave me my own
That's
show.
what it is.
It was like, you do nights, Nate. So it was Nate was doing afternoons, I was doing evenings, and Eddie was doing after me. He was doing the Quiet Storm. So we used to
You
Quiet
really
Storm.
looked up being around
Storm.
those type of people, really though.
Yeah, because you know the industry
really
is so
did.
cut, but you know what it was, Tay? Like people really they respect hustle.
Mm-hmm.
Like no matter what, if you hustle and you really, I ain't trying to take your position. I'm just trying to learn.
Right.
And they knew that. They started to know that about me.
Right.
And at the time, I had so many people around. They was like, "Boy, that boy crazy. Man. We got to help this boy. That boy.
He need his own show.
Everywhere
He
I'm
need
going,
his own show.
I got 20, 30 people
Yeah,
with me.
yeah.
Everywhere.
That's what's up.
So
Man.
So talk about the 2000. You know, 2000 was a big era, like coming into the 2000
to the millennium.
Yeah.
Exactly. You know, and you know, you seeing like let me see, Soulja Boy. You
Soulja
got
Boy. I mean,
them
let's take
franchise
it- let's
boys. You
take
got
it up.
D4L.
Crime Mob, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Crime Mob?
Crime
Wasn't you
Mob.
down here? Y'all was
You know,
already on
it's
Crime
a long
Mob.
list of hitters.
All of that. Like
Back in the day.
That
so
was the 04 era.
That
yeah,
big
so talk
time.
about that. I know it's a big time. You know,
Yeah.
you was busy around that time.
Oh, that was my era because that's when I signed full time to Power 98 in 2000. So 2000 I signed full time. I was Nate's full time co-host and producer. And then in 2002, that's when I moved to my own show. So that's when all that took place
Right.
with the crime mobs, the crunk era with Lil Jon.
Yeah.
Right.
So as they going through it with the TIs and everything, I'm going through it too because
Right.
we all kind of like coming up together.
Right.
So at the time it's like the end of the P era because P really
was-
started fizzling out
Exactly.
like 01, 02.
Exactly.
Right.
But like the birth of the South was here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I was loud
Right.
and I went right with it.
Right.
So it was
It
like
really
crazy.
was.
So we started doing Club 2000. Club 2000 kind of put us on the map with everything. Like every artist you named came through Club 2000. And we Sunday night was just on fire.
It was just
And
too
they
late.
gave it to me. So we just went our way up.
Went from Club 2000, Club Ice, Club Crush,
Yep.
Club.
You know, all these clubs that didn't
Like, you know what I'm
that
saying?
didn't last.
Now they
that's
lasted
good.
for a minute.
Oh,
though.
yeah.
Now they lasted for a
Club,
minute.
man, Club 2000 lasted, man. I
That-
remember, man, he was on the radio for a minute.
Yeah,
like,
we-
You was
promoting that.
live. You was live.
It broadcasted live. It was-
I
it was the-
remember that. I'm
it was
like,
the
dang.
first live broadcast from a club in Power 98 history. Nate did it for the first 3 weeks. Eddie did it for 2 weeks, and then they gave it to me, and nobody never got it back.
And you
Never
still,
got it
so
back.
like,
He took
even,
it and ran.
and so pretty, like you said, you took it and ran. So how did you balance, even having to be at clubs, to about 3, 4 a.m. in the morning, then having to be at work the next morning, man?
I wasn't at work. I wasn't doing mornings. I was
Oh,
doing
yeah,
afternoons.
yeah, that's
so
true.
That's
Yeah,
one
that's
time
true.
we doing afternoons.
we ain't got to
Yeah.
go to work to 2 o'clock. Shit, we could be out to 7 in the morning, go
Right.
to sleep, still get to work at 1 and be good. And that's what it was. Like it was one time, and I had a club 7 nights of the week, Monday through Sunday.
He was making goo wop. He was
I
making
mean,
that
it was a little
big
bit, it was a little bit of something in there.
Hey.
Just
That's
a little
why
bit.
he got new cars.
That's why he
He
kept
talking about
getting
little
cars,
something,
yeah.
but he
It was
got
a little bit.
fours though.
Yeah.
He just a little something, but he got
I
fours.
didn't get the forest till I moved to mornings though. I ain't know no better. We was bro, we had a club every night of the week, and it was crazy. Like my life was moving so fast. Like
Right.
it was really crazy.
That's
But we had a
wild.
good time though.
That's
like me
wild,
and my
man.
partners, we had a good time.
So in your career, you coming up in the 2000s. You at the peak of this level. Speak about the relationships you developed with the celebrities that came through Power 98, or you went this travel and see. Like, which one had a big impact on you?
A lot of them. And Master P, first of all, because Master P was so humble. And he understood hustle.
Right.
And that's what he liked about me. Because he was like, bro, like I respect. Because I took a lot of stuff that he did. Like if you watch his documentary, he taught us that on conference calls. He used to tell us like, y'all take this back. And if you're a DJ, you do this. So we would implement stuff like that out here in Charlotte.
Right.
So Master P definitely, T.I. Me and T.I. have a wonderful relationship. T.I., David Banner.
Shout out David Banner.
Lil Scrappy.
Okay.
Let's scrap
Yeah.
it.
So what it was though, Trick Daddy. So what it is just like I said, they respect hustle. Like it's so much fakeness in this game. Like I tell them dudes like, bro, I don't care nothing about none of this shit.
Right.
Bro. Like who are you as a person?
Right.
Right.
And they respect that. And like cats always run up to, let me get your number, dog. Let's link. Bro,
Yeah.
look. I'm trying to say what's up, bro.
Right.
How you feeling today?
Right.
bro?
Right.
Yeah, but that's how you gain the respect, though,
Right.
bro. Like
Right.
I ain't no. Bro, I'm a real dude. You're a real dude. I don't care about no money you got. Like, and if we don't fool with each other, we don't. If I don't like your music, then I'm not even
I'm
trying.
gonna try to talk to you.
I'm gonna be a professional and
Right.
interview you, but I ain't trying to kick it with you.
Exactly.
So That's just how we operated, man. Like I remember being in Miami one time. I'm in there like everybody dressed up. I'm in there with white Air Force Ones,
Back in the
a
day,
big ass
yeah.
white T-shirt,
You know,
and
with
some goddamn
Oh, so
jeans.
Charlotte.
Yeah, also Charlotte.
Oh, so Charlotte.
Probably some Jabos on,
Like,
you know.
right, Mr.
Hey.
Jamal?
Probably
It's the
some
M-
Dickies, you know.
it's
Those the only two.
It's the MTV Music Awards. I'm interviewing everybody. Trick Daddy walks in. He said, "Hey, I want to go to his table." He's like, "Damn!" I'm like, "What's up, bro?
Oh, you don't
What's
even
up?"
know me.
Right? He like, bro. He said, bro. You know, I know fake shit from a mile away. He said, bro, he said, nigga, you don't give a fuck about this shit. I said, why you say that? He said, bro, he said, look at around the room. They got on button down there. You in here with a white tee on. You the only nigga in the room with a white tee.
That you got from
It's
Foot Locker
respect.
that was
Yeah.
on sale.
I might have got it from Club 2000. but you know, it's just stuff like that, man. And, you know, I come from Charlotte, man. You
Yeah.
know, we at the projects. It is what it is.
Right. It's genuine, man.
It
It's
is
just
what it
genuine.
is,
That's
so-
what's up. So I mean, honestly, when it comes to that, have you had to deal with any artists? I know you have. You had to deal with some
Right,
artists who
right.
wasn't so. We don't have to name no
Pleasant,
names,
you
but
know.
they
I
wasn't so
name their name. I
pleasant.
don't care.
You know what? That's why he don't know
Well,
approval.
well, no fucking approval.
Exactly.
Then.
Thank you.
Let's
He know.
hear it
He
then,
know it.
because I'm ready.
You know,
to,
I want to
I'm
hear
ready
this
to
shit.
heat
You
some
feel
shit
me?
up.
So,
Stir it up. You know,
Okay, so-
Mix the
TMZ.
pot.
the one artist, and I say this, and I'd probably not say this in 1,000 interviews, that he just wasn't ready. He wasn't ready for the game, and I don't blame him because he was young, but I blame the people around him.
His
Right.
PR
And I,
or whatever. Yeah.
and I blame his record label. Chief Keef, man, he came
Yeah.
and did an interview with us.
Bruh.
Bro, he said 2 goddamn words. Like, hey, you,
Yeah,
know,
like,
you interviewing somebody that ain't
boring
saying
as hell.
hell. No. It's like, bro, do you want to be an artist?
Right.
You want to be an artist?
Right.
And he really didn't know what to say, know what to do. He wasn't shy. He just
Right.
didn't know how to talk.
Right.
And
And
I'm
so
like,
it's up to you to try to keep up the
But
conversation.
ain't most Chicago, but people from that.
Nah, I
from
think
that
my boy
state
G-
like
Kanye
that,
can
though?
talk. G
Yeah.
Herbo
Yeah.
can talk.
G-
Yeah,
G
them
Herbo
cats-
can definitely talk.
Lil
Right.
Durk, all them boys can talk.
I'm a fan of Lil Durk.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
just-
So it was just he was young though.
Right.
You know, he got in the game. He's like 14,
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And he
Right.
really hit when he was 15, 16.
Right.
Exactly.
So it's like it's not like it was. I think it was everything came at him so fast.
Right.
That he didn't know how
But
to
how
handle
did you
that shit.
really
how did
wasn't
you
ready.
handle that though? Like being there in his presence and realizing that he's not up
So-
to par when you're questioning him. Like how did you deal with that?
Yeah,
I
like how
just got
did
out
you
the
get through
interview
the?
because I'm not going to embarrass him. I'm
Right.
gonna just ask a question. He asks a question. Yeah, okay.
Well, hold on. No, let me
Three, 4
wait.
chances. I'm not the interview.
Right.
Oh, wait,
I'm
what-
not gonna do that.
So was it
What
much
did he
of an
say though?
interview?
Can you
It really wasn't.
Can you do that one more time? What did
You know, let me hear the song. Don't like
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Interview.
Oh,
Boy,
yeah.
GG, boy, you got
Oh, yeah.
that big thing.
Yo,
I-
just drop the song. Just drop the song.
How you come up? How you hook up with Kanye? You know, Kanye come, man. You know, man. Kanye did it.
Acting like some regular shit. Acting like some regular shit. Kanye calling you every day.
Tell him to speak up.
I'm like, all right,
Tell
big
him
dog.
to speak up,
So
please.
then I was like, bro, what you want to do next? Eat.
What?
Cut the tape.
big dog.
Cut the fucking tape. Get his ass out of here.
Man,
But you
man.
see, he didn't last in the industry though.
Right.
Hey, I mean,
right.
yeah.
He
Really
did.
last.
He did.
I mean,
He had his
his
little area.
music
He
still
did.
gets played.
He get.
No,
he got,
hold on.
Listen,
hold
he
on.
ain't got that much.
Not in
He
my
ain't got that
goddamn-
much.
Not in my car.
He not got that much. He don't
Not
have
in
that
my
much.
motherfucking
Yeah,
car.
I can't have the aux
He
on the back.
I mean, you could have like the old cheeky, but that new shit ain't not in
he
my
Oh,
car.
I'm gonna hit you with the old. That's
the
I'm
old
gonna hit
shit
you
that's
with the
Three
old.
songs.
Right.
Yeah.
All 3 of them.
All
That's it.
right.
That's
You
right.
feel
Like
me?
I said, he
Yeah.
got a lot.
Nah, it's really like he started the Chicago shit, and it's like he
did.
just kind of got pushed over to the side
Because
because
he
he just
wasn't ready.
He wasn't relevant. He didn't
Right.
stay up to game.
He was more like a neighborhood hype, like you know what I'm saying, like a neighborhood hype that just
He was
kind
a
of got
chingy,
noticed.
you know?
at the,
He was a chingy.
Hey,
But I mean,
Don't
Chingy.
try to
I
chingy.
mean,
like that.
Boy.
He got a little bit of his though.
I
He
mean,
got a little bit of his though.
I mean,
He really do.
Yeah. Holiday Inn is a fool.
I mean, that's
one call away. That boy got some hits now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, look,
got-
I mean,
Chingy
I
got a
got
whole
one.
movement.
Yeah.
I got one decent album.
You put Chief.
That's all you got, but he
no,
got- we
boy,
got album,
you
though.
put Chief Keef and Chingy next to each other. We going with Chingy the whole way.
Exactly.
Chingy gonna win that all
I mean, I'm not gonna
All
deny
day.
that.
Man, so that's what's up.
I
man.
have one quick question, and
Go-
it just
go ahead,
came
Pretty
to mind.
Tay.
Who were you going for, Gucci or
Jeezy all day.
Oh, okay. I had to make sure. We had to make
You wear
sure.
the same draws.
sure.
Clothes
I'm
look like bowling
I'm
balls.
trying to figure out
I
what
know
y'all had
Big
to make
Meat,
sure.
The real Big Meat.
Oh,
What
okay.
y'all had to make
Okay.
sure? What y'all had to make sure?
You know,
Jeezy.
1 minute people go with Jeezy.
Nah, I ain't
the
like
next minute
that. I always been young.
Yeah.
Forever, ever.
I mean, Gucci got
Young
his
Jeezy did
stuff.
Don't get
the
me
realest.
wrong.
Young Jeezy came to club. It was Ice then. He came to Club Ice one night and did the realest shit ever in the
that he
club.
ever wrote.
That he ever did in club. So one, I'm hosting. I'm hosting that night. Jeezy come in the club. You know, I've been a Jeezy fan. So
Right.
like, you know, I had met him a few times, and we in there, he kicking it, we kicking it. And he was like, yo, I'm getting ready to perform. I'm like, all right. He was like, where you going? Cause you know, most artists, you gotta get the fuck
Right. Like, get out my area.
He like, where you going? He was like, nah, I want you to rock with me. You be doing all my shit anyway. Rock with me.
You be like, well, shit.
But he gave me mic. I was the hype man.
Oh, shit. Tell us about that. Tell us about that.
No limit, Larry, on this
Listen.
motherfucker today.
Hey, listen, bro. Like, you know, like Jeezy, I respect Jeezy for everything that he's done for the rap game, everything that he rap about. You know, some cats you just a fan of their music because you can relate.
It's
you can relate.
Forever.
So like, you know, when I hosted the club, my whole hosting style is I'm becoming the artist when I host. Like I'm taking over. So Jeezy, if you play 10 Jeezy songs, nigga, I done turned into Young Jeezy. So when he says that, he like, yo, cause we you know, me and my partner's about to leave. He like, yo, so he was like, yo, they was like Jeezy about to form. I'm like, he like, he grabbed me like, yo, where you going? I'm like, what's up? He like, bro, I need you to rock with me. They say you be doing my shit anyway. What you know? Let's go. And this young boy, let's go. I'm like,
Hold on, let's go. Hold on. Let me get right quick. Hold
I know
on.
every line, every
Hold on,
song.
hold on,
I'm the realest nigga in it. You already know.
Back then, took over.
Back in the day, he was on his MP3 player with the headphone. Like, hold up, I know that lyric. You know, next song.
I had to remember they didn't come to see me. They came to see him. I'm like, shit.
Yeah, shit, they can't even see No Limit. This is my
It
show
was
today.
Jeezy's show. It was
That's
Jeezy's
what's
show.
up, man.
But yeah, that was man. Jeezy, he's always like every time I see him, he always talk about shit like that, and he like, yo, I appreciate Charlotte. Y'all always keep it 1,000.
You all right over there? Just tell me. Is that
Jeezy
your
did some
third
real shit,
show?
I'm a big fan of Jeezy, so I just
Oh,
wanted
yeah,
to know
yeah.
that.
Nah,
I just
Jeezy all
wanted to
day.
know that.
I mean, respect the Gucci.
I respect Gucci.
the
You know what I'm
See,
saying?
you know what I'm saying? And
I can't really speak too much on Gucci because I can't say that I grew up really listening to
Yeah.
him like I did.
I listen
Jeezy.
to both, but Jeezy.
Man, I mean, just going to middle school at Ransom Middle School, you had
The
no
gutter
choice.
gutter.
Yes, sir.
I give it
You
to
just had
Jeremy.
no
I give it to him.
choice.
I had no choice.
You just had no
I
choice.
didn't.
In 6th grade, the bullets fly.
Man, so that's what it is, man. So, you know, I mean, that's what I grew up on. And plus, man, I always tell people we got the same last name. That's Cuzzo. So, you know
that
what
what's
I'm saying?
up? Jenkins?
Cuzzo.
No.
Davis.
No. Did you take a test?
Man, we ain't got to do all
No, we
that.
ain't
That's
gotta do all that. They
That's
cousins,
Cuzzo.
bro. They
That's
cousins.
Cuzzo. That's
They
Cuzzo.
cousins.
You know, everybody in the South cousins. So,
Yeah, right.
yeah, man.
Some type of way. Some
That is
type
true.
of form of fashion. Y'all might be my cousin. So, you know, coming into the history, you know, we do a good down the line of, you know, going into 2000, talking about, you know, the ins and outs, some good celebrities, some bad celebrities. Now, let's talk about how you're keeping adapting to the times.
Right.
You know, some people could be, you know, the great radio host, and you be like, man, you listen to him, you be like, bro, dying out. Like, when they gonna replace him?
Nigga sound like he from 2000.
I mean, he has his shit switched up the game, but when it came
Yeah,
to
take a sip.
yeah, take a sip. He like, that
not
shit
saying
true.
nothing.
That
Yeah,
shit
I'm not
true.
saying nothing.
But coming to No Limit Larry, you have always evolved. You stayed on top of your game. You know what I'm saying? You always connected with the right celebrities, you know, to your brand. Speak about it, that adapting phase that you be doing.
Be out here in the streets, man. The streets gonna tell you what it's really like, bro. You know what I mean? They gonna not like that, but you know when you go to the barbershops, when you out here in the community, they gonna tell you what's real.
Right.
They gonna tell you what's real. And then I always felt like if people can feel you and touch you, they can relate to you.
Exactly.
So like I'm from here, bro. Like I ain't hired from nobody. I ain't running from nobody. Y'all running to me everywhere.
Right.
You know what I mean? I can't. You might can't say that for a lot of people.
Right.
A lot of
No, you
personalities.
cannot.
Whoever it is, but. You know what I mean? I just be out here, bro, because I love Charlotte, and I just want to see our city grow as a whole. Whoever's next, whoever's up, I ain't hating on nobody, bro. Let's go. So I attribute that to like going to schools, trying to bring up the next generation,
Right.
having people around me that's for me, keeping a tight circle.
Right.
Like I run with the same folks, man. Like I ain't switch it up like every
That's
year.
what I wanted to
I
ask
want to
you
run with
about
somebody
your
else. I want to
support.
run with somebody. Nah,
Your support system.
Yeah,
like
I run with the
how-
same people.
Go ahead.
What's your question?
That was my question. Like your support system. Like how does that work for you? As far as like who would you say is the biggest pusher around you? Like who pushes you the most? Who's on top of you? Who's on your neck? Like. Who does that for you? Like who reminds
Like,
you?
no limit, you
who-
slipping
Yeah,
today.
My
You know
kid. My
it-
kid.
Oh, they be like,
My kid.
it be like that's your dad. You know,
nah.
you do this every day, but that show wasn't it.
Nah,
you ain't
my
know-
kids, man. My
Okay.
kids and naysayers because, you know, I've always been driven by people that say you can't do this or you can't do that or why this nigga do that? Why didn't okay, I'm gonna show you. So I've always been driven by that. But like my kids and my circle, like my homeboy in here tonight send me, like we check and balance each other.
Right.
And that's important to have in your circle. And nobody in my circle is a yes man ever. Like it's never been like that.
Oh yeah, trust me.
Yeah.
I just got a team this year. You know, you see,
And
that I don't have no type of
that's
yes man. They let me know.
that's really
That's
one,
important though.
That's
Like,
really
even top to bottom. That's important.
And that's really one constant that I hear when we interview people is the one thing that they always say is that they don't have no yes man in their corner, man. Because
my
you just
friend
can't.
cut me out.
What the hell you do today?
My friend
Man, why
cut
the
me
hell
out.
you say that today, man?
Yeah, they
Ain't nobody
cut-
tell you to say that.
Yeah, they
Did you even think about that?
Speaking
like,
of that,
but like even like all my friends from North Charlotte, like we like brothers, like we like brothers and cousins, and we keep each other in check for real. Like
what's up.
they'll cuss your ass out, they'll cuss me out, but they'll cuss you out about me too. You know what I mean? So that's
Facts.
important too. Like you know what I mean? So
Facts.
So I got a quick question. What about we know your status in the city now. We know your come up. We know where you at right now. So what's a future goal? Are you trying to take it? We know you're recognized nationally by just
Nationally,
by the
you know,
stuff by
about
the
the
stuff
world,
you've told
globally.
us. So what are you trying to go to? Would you ever try to go to a bigger market, or would you just try? And you ain't got to say nothing. We ain't trying to get you fired.
Bro,
tonight.
hey, listen,
But-
I'm on the book. I don't get fired.
But but would you ever take that opportunity if it came to you?
My thing has always been is it's got to make sense. You know,
right.
if it makes sense for me to go to Atlanta, go to Miami, or go to Dallas, just know I went down there to get that bag. It ain't Charlotte. But you know, I do get to a certain point of your career, you like, yo, bro, like I gotta set my family up.
Right.
I gotta make sure they straight.
So when you stop it, you know.
Yeah. So you make sure they're straight. So you know, just other markets just pay more.
Right.
You know, Atlanta pays more, Dallas pays more.
Right.
So it
Miami,
just-
those type
yeah,
of
they pay
areas.
more. So it would have to make sense. But other than that, man, I want to own my own. I want my own station.
So you want your own radio station?
Yeah, I want my own
Facts.
radio station. I
Facts.
think
Is
that's
that,
why-
is that in them works, you know?
Yeah, what's
something like that.
Something like that.
Something like that.
Oh, so when it first opened, you know, no approval. No.
Hey, listen.
You know, we can get a little night. We can get a little night show.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
we can get night, midday, you know what I'm saying?
Everything
Full
is
time.
optional,
You
baby.
know- oh,
Everything is
y'all
optional.
hear that?
Hey, listen.
It's recorded.
Hey,
Y'all
listen.
hear that?
Hey, listen.
So
We can do it.
So
we'll
we
make sure. We'll make sure Tay grabbed the mic and everything.
Hey, you know what? If we need to write that in our contract, you need to grip the mic a different way every time.
One
You
or
know?
two. Look, one or two. Let me.
You crazy.
I'm
Nah,
just saying.
I really.
I think that would be a really good move for you to have your own actual
And
radio
just for the city,
station.
right.
Like, yeah.
I just want to, you know what I mean, get into ownership. And I've been talking to my boss about management
Okay.
because, you know, before you get into ownership, sometimes you need to manage something. So, you know, I tell him, like, you know, one day you got to walk away, bro. So, like, just like when I came in as an intern, I had to learn radio. I want to learn the management side, you know, because once you learn that side, you can do a lot of things. And it's a lot of money on that side. I'm about helping my people and you know, making sure my family got something.
Okay,
what's up.
so you talk about managing and to the next level, and you know you don't do this by yourself. You know, you say you have a team, and you know you got a team when it comes to Power 98 in the Morning Madhouse. Speak about some of the challenges you have as a leader. You know what I'm saying? Being in the radio and trying to make your team come on one accord. You know, how do you handle or how do you manage, you know, disagreements?
It's tough, and we always
Oh yeah,
say-
because you're trying to retain everybody's
Yeah.
self-esteem. Yep.
Yeah, you know, it's tough. Like if you ever own the business and you the boss, you had to get in there. You got to fire somebody sometime. You know, it's tough because you know there's somebody's life and there's somebody's livelihood that you're playing with. At the same time, like the first thing I think as a leader, you got to try to lead by example.
Okay.
And I tell them all the time, like check me, and we can check each other. So,
Right.
like if I'm on you about being late, then you can say to me, "You've been late 16 times."
Right.
But if I'm on you about being late and I ain't been late, don't bring up.
I'm on your ass.
Yeah, don't bring up. But you were late 2 years ago. No.
No. We talking about this year.
2021.
2021.
And you know, like
My attendance been superb.
right, stuff happens in people's life, but like I started to look at patterns. Like if it becomes a pattern, then we need to have a conversation. Other than that, man, I ain't trying to micromanage nobody. Everybody know what we doing.
Right.
We know, you know what job we trying to do. You know what we trying to accomplish on a day-to-day basis. And I know sometimes like I move and they be like, what are you doing? And that reels me in because I realize that I have a team. But sometimes I have to step out because I'm a leader and that's what leaders do. But you know, as far as disagreement, we have them, we talk about them, we like family. Like, bro, look, we over that. Let that shit go. That was yesterday.
And see, that's the
Start
thing.
back over tomorrow.
That's the thing. I was talking to them
It's tough,
earlier
though.
about it. Honestly, it's like, waking up every month. What time y'all got to be there? 5 a.m.?
We gotta be there 5:30.
So, yeah. So, in order to be there, you seeing somebody at 5:30 every morning, you bound to see somebody true colors pop out.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Because
yeah,
they already,
man.
it's gonna happen.
Yeah. Oh,
You
yeah.
know?
So
You
that's
know,
what's
they
up.
know have a good night.
Plus, on top of what's going on in life, man, with the pandemic,
Right.
people not certain about what's going to happen the day of tomorrow. It's just a lot that go on in people's life. So as the lead, you just try to take all that into account. Like some days, okay, I'm gonna vote with this nigga today,
Right.
and then the next day, all right,
I'm gonna be
okay.
very minimal.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, okay, well, I ain't gonna say that because it's been a lot going on. So
Right.
you just got to pick and choose your battles.
That's what's up.
Yeah,
that's
that's
what's
it.
up, man. So what would you say to people who come in or hit you up on social media? They want to know, hey, No Limit, man. How can I get on? How can I get my name or get on the radio or something like that? What do you look for people? Well, what do you tell them that you're looking for, or what do you look for in your head for people when they come and tell you we do want to do
Before
this?
you talk real slow, because I'm taking notes.
So when you ask that question, are you talking about music or you just talking about anything?
The radio industry. If they're saying they want to get into the radio industry and they say they want to be a on-air personality, what advice do you give to them, or what do you look for in them?
Peace. Like I said, one more time, just talk.
Well, right now, the way the industry is, with what y'all doing with podcasts, that's the first question I'm gonna ask you. Like, number one, the first question I'm asking, what's your social media game like? Because if you're not a part of the digital society, you're already eons behind.
You're 10 years behind.
Yeah, the radio stations now, when you go in there, they ask you, like, what's your social media game like? So that's going to be my first question. Second question is, like, have you did any work? Like,
With somebody.
Are you doing a podcast? Are you doing interviews? You know what I mean? Did you study this in school? Like, have you asked about an internship? Right. So that'll be my second question. And my third question, I'm probably ask you something about what's going on in the world of hip hop. Like, what is the number one thing trending today?
Right.
What was the number one thing trending yesterday? What are you watching on TV? All that is important about, being a part of the culture. Because if you're not a part of the culture, then why you even want to
Be in this mess anyway.
Right, because
Because it's a part of entertainment.
yeah, it's entertainment,
But
but
it's
you
for
got to
the
know
city as well, too,
Yeah,
right? It's like,
you got to know what's going on in the world,
Right.
And you got to know what's going on in your world, which is Charlotte, America,
Right.
But then you got to know what's going on in the world,
Right.
And
what's close.
that affects Charlotte.
That
America.
affects everything,
It's
so-
a whole tie. So I know you stay up to date with stuff in the community and stuff, and Charlotte is forever changing. And Charlotte, we are seeing right now in our era, we're seeing a real new birth of Charlotte that is really taking, head space out of the way.
It's good. It's a good
you know what
thing.
I'm saying? Like it's competing with Atlanta now. It's competing with, Dallas, Cali, and stuff like that. Our names are ringing bells. So you being like right there in the middle and being really like the Thanos of everything. How do you feel this new Charlotte is coming about?
I love it.
Oh
I
my-
love
that was a
everything that's
good
going
question.
on.
You think that
Makes
was a
me
good
very
question?
That was a
proud.
great question.
That was a good question.
I love it. Like when you look at Charlotte and how much it's grown, even over the last 5 years, it's crazy. And for everybody that's coming up in media right now, you're gonna see a new influx of pay. You're gonna see a new influx of digital entertainment. You're gonna see a new influx of everything because Charlotte has now grown by census to the 15th largest market in the country. So that means Charlotte is now considered a large size media market.
Right.
Meaning you can make top dollar here in Charlotte. So for us, like when I came in the radio, Charlotte was market 37. So from 37 to 15
Now.
and I've been in it 23 years.
Right.
Like this is my 23rd
Don't
year in radio.
don't show 'em your
So,
age.
Yeah, I don't care nothing about it.
He like 30 years young.
30
so-
years young. He's still,
So when you look at it from 37 to 15, Charlotte was a small size market.
Right.
Now it's a large size market competing with Atlanta, with DC, with San Fran, with Chicago. Like we get almost everything they get, and then on top of that, we got the biggest artists in the world from our city right now.
Right.
The biggest rap artist in the world is from Charlotte.
We
Period.
Period.
We
I mean,
got-
I don't care
but-
what people
period.
feel about them,
No.
But no,
when
it's
you
not even
talk
about-
about straight
Yeah,
music
man.
and straight
Straight-
facts
right.
and consistent,
Yes,
You cannot.
consistency,
You cannot
Right.
not
you
say the
cannot
baby.
not say that boy is not on top.
cannot
Even
say
on
it.
social
To
media,
media.
man.
Right.
He's
Right.
like the king on social media. That boy bringing out content every day.
So speak about that. I know you seen what the baby has done. You probably
love
follow him his whole career.
Yep.
Probably since his first album, X, Y, and Z. Speak about, him putting that stamp on it. Like he's right up there with J. Cole. And I would say them two as far as North Carolina, those
He
are-
might be bigger than Cole. Hold on.
Yeah, I
I'm
think
not
he
just
bigger
saying.
than Cole.
No.
What y'all mean bigger than?
No,
What
I'm
you mean by
saying,
bigger than?
I mean, you
Listen.
gotta think people do different things in different
Right.
styles. And
Right.
So
It's
J. Cole is
is more
different breed.
reserved.
Yeah,
though.
he a different breed.
He a
Speak on it,
different
hell,
breed.
let me-
J. Cole is a
He
different
got a-
breed.
he got a different
But when
audience.
you talk about totality,
Mhm.
you know
Exactly.
what I mean? Baby's
Speak.
Baby's gonna win some Grammys.
Right.
J. Cole, I think he already has one, but
Yeah.
but Baby's gonna win some Grammys. But when you talk about totality, when you talk about merchandise, when you talk about social media, when you talk about putting out videos, when you talk about being involved on social media, when you talk about activism, Baby got it.
Baby
Right.
doing
He
it.
got it. Like
You gotta
he
think-
came back to Charlotte, did a whole Thanksgiving. He's done Christmas 2 years in a row. He's done his social media is that boy drop a video. He's doing 2-3 million
telling you.
views just on YouTube. His YouTube is ridiculous.
Yeah.
I watch that man every day.
Yeah,
I,
I
ain't gonna lie.
remember.
I got him on
Yeah.
Instagram. I
When you
watch him
talk
every
about
day.
his brand, when you talk about his clothes, like
Yeah.
it's just
Right.
so much he's got going on.
And
So-
how he's building up this
Yeah.
label behind
Yeah,
him. Like
and
I feel like
so
he gonna be the
Cole
next
Cole
P.
ain't
Diddy.
really put nobody out
Right,
like that.
exactly.
That's what I say in totality.
He being.
He ain't really put.
Hey, I mean, he got some
you
people.
got-
He
hold
got
on,
some
you can
people.
say
Don't
yeah.
sleep on
You can-
Dreamville.
you
Hold
can
on,
say-
we ain't
sleeping
sleeping
on
on
you.
Dreamville. Hold on now. Hold on
Who
now.
we got on Dreamville from
I mean-
on the charts?
I mean,
I'm listening.
Ari Lennox up there.
Okay,
Ari
okay.
Lennox, come on, she one of his biggest
you right,
artists
you right.
on his label.
Give me somebody
y'all.
else.
And she's a
One,
female.
one,
me somebody
Come
else.
on
one,
now.
Give me somebody else.
one of his biggest. Who else?
Who else is on there?
Luke.
Luke,
I mean,
Luke,
Britney-
now, Luke
Britney-
is
Britney
not on
with
the
the
charts.
Luke not on the charts,
Luke
though.
not on the charts. We
I love
respect
him.
Luke, but he not on the
But
charts.
he from our city though.
He is, but he ain't
We
talking like
talking
a
about
Give
baby.
him his credit. That's all I'm
I'm not. I
saying.
gave him his credit.
Man, he got his flowers. We just
He
said
definitely
he
got
not on the
his credit. He not
charts.
on the
I'm just saying.
charts.
I'm
He
just
not on the
saying,
charts.
though, when you talk about totality, and I'm gonna break it down in simple money.
Please.
Here goes simple money. If you book J. Cole for a show, you probably gonna pay 70 to 80. You book the Baby for a show today, you
Over
paying 150,
100K.
200.
Yep.
Yeah, you already doing that. Off rip.
150, 200.
I
That's
just
simple
feel
math.
like they're completely different.
They are.
They
are.
are. They
You
You know
are.
what I'm saying?
They
So
are.
he's more commercial wise.
They
than
are.
But that's
someone.
why- that's-
He's gonna
that's
get.
the
But
point.
that's
Give
the
me that.
point.
That's
That's the
the
point.
point.
He's
I
out there a lot
understand.
more.
That's
The
why I
baby's
said
out there a
just
lot more
when
than
you talk
just J.
about
Cole.
totality is different.
Yep.
J. Cole got a cabin.
It's not that I
sitting up on
dislike the
hill.
Baby at all. At all. Let me just say that.
No, they both
just
both making
when we
great
when we
moves
when we
for North
mention
Carolina.
these two major
I
artists
just
from our
honestly
city.
just think their focuses are different.
Yeah.
J. Cole's focus is different. The Baby's focus is different. So, but they both get it in their own right. I both say
right.
that.
So,
Yeah.
so coming in this industry too, now we got a new thing that we have to deal with is diversity.
Right.
So how are you tackling that? You know, making sure because everybody wants to have a voice now in this industry, from black, white, Asian. You know, no matter the race. You know, everybody wants to feel that equality. So you know how that is important to being like an influence. You know, in this world.
You just gotta respect everybody's opinion. Like everybody's not gonna agree, and you just gotta respect everybody's opinion. I love the diversity. I love to see what the women are doing in the industry.
Right.
You know, the women being in the industry is definitely important, and you know, it's a lot of women that are getting syndicated shows now. When you talk about radio, when you talk about television, and you know, it's been a long time coming. So you definitely gotta love that. Like I said, just respect everybody's opinion, and for me, I'm definitely open to it. Like I want to see it. If you want to see it, then bring it on.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Man, I got a quick question, man.
Go
So
ahead,
I just
hit
want to
him with
dive
it.
in. I just want to dive.
Just dive right in.
Dive
there.
in, bro.
I think I got one.
So
too. Go ahead.
like honestly, so we talk about you speak with music artists on the regular, so you've learned a lot about them. Let's talk about the politics when it comes to the music industry and things like that, man. We don't have to get too deep into it, but I do want. A lot of people just think that if a guy has these certain numbers, a lot of times it's off their work. I will say that, but sometimes it's based off of politics, and there's a lot of politics that go on if you don't want to do certain things in the industry. So, what do you say about just pretty much the politics? Like, is there politics or is it none? Maybe I'm just talking. I'm just talking.
Come
like,
on, man.
boy, it's politics
and
everywhere.
everything. It's
Yeah.
politics of football. It's politics of basketball.
Right.
It's like, you know what I mean, if you got a
Politics
label.
with Tom Brady.
Yeah, you call it what you want.
Yeah.
We call it winning. We call it winning.
I call it politics.
No, but you know, if you got a company and you put X amount of dollars in it, you're gonna make sure you recoup your money. Right. So if that means I gotta call in some favors, or if that means, okay, boy, hey, listen, I'm gonna give y'all station this giveaway, but I need this artist to do X, Y, and Z.
Or play
It
this
happens.
many times. On
It
your-
happens.
Yep.
I mean, you can't. I would be a dummy to sit here and deny that.
Right,
It definitely happens. So you just got to deal with You just got to know how to deal with the politics of it all, and just keep it real for yourself. Right. Because if you don't fool with it and it makes you uncomfortable, then don't do it.
Because then it's gonna be fake when you
It's
on
gonna
that
be-
mic. They
exactly.
gonna feel that.
Exactly. But you know what comes with the territory when you get in this game. You know it's going to be politics involved. And I'm not saying it goes on a lot, but does it happen to your question? Yes, absolutely. Because, it's the music business.
Right.
So the business part is definitely politics involved in that. So, like, if I got an artist and he not all the way there, but I done put up $1 million and I'm a certain record company, am I gonna make sure he hit every station in the country?
Damn right.
Hell yeah, right I am.
If I put up a damn mill,
I need to get my money back.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm
Right.
gonna do what it takes.
Right.
So that's how I go.
That's
And
what's up.
everybody's in business. The radio stations in business and the record companies in business. It's music business.
That's
it's
what's
gonna
up.
happen.
Music
business
business
goes
101.
down. Yeah, it goes down. It goes down.
You got something to say? You said you
Go
got
ahead,
something?
I
Tay.
did have a question. I'm over here trying to remember what I wanted to ask
Lord,
you,
Tay.
but I think it was pertaining really off completely what you had said.
Go ahead.
I know during the week you speak on topics that hit right then and there, and there was something that had happened Friday, I believe it's when the video had surfaced on social media of a cop and an African American woman had an altercation. And I kind of just wanted to know if
In Nashville, the one in Nashville.
Yeah, I just wanted to know
That one,
what
that
were
one.
what are your views on that? Just seeing the dynamic of how everything is going on in the world. You know what I mean? I just wanted to know what were your thoughts on that, because I saw what you had to say about Stacey Dash and all the other stuff that was coming about.
please don't touch on her because she get on my nerves. She get on my
So I
nerves.
just wanted to spice it up a little bit and get some answers on that.
My true opinion of the situation is, like, we be on 12 so hard. If you listen to this cop, like, if you don't see what's going on and you just listen.
Right.
You listen to his tone.
Right,
You
he
listen to how he's trying to handle the situation.
He was real respectful.
He also realized that there's a problem between white police officers and African Americans. He is trying to handle this situation the best way he knows how. He explained to the woman why he pulled her over. He explained to her why he wanted to search the car. He even allowed her to make a phone call, which a lot of officers won't
He
do.
allowed her to spark
Smoke
a
a
He
cigarette.
allowed her to smoke a cigarette. He allowed
was
her to
being
go
very
in and out her car.
Mm-hmm.
He told her, I'm going to arrest you for this substance that is in your pocketbook.
That little powder.
This I hate that this happened, but this young lady reached in and grabbed a gun. Like,
Why?
It's no discrepancy. Like, usually it's like, oh, did she have a gun? We don't know. We didn't see a gun. She shot him.
Right.
Yeah.
She shot him.
Right.
And you could tell she shot it. Like, if you watch the video, she shot the window out.
Yeah.
The window
Right.
got shot
I
out.
know.
She shot
first.
That's a bullet coming from her way.
Right.
That
She
didn't
shot
come in.
first.
And
She
he
didn't shoot first.
He didn't even draw his gun. He was literally tasing her twice.
To me, this officer followed every protocol that he could.
Right.
He was calm. We asked
Right.
officers to be
Right.
calm. We always say
He didn't get nasty.
We always ask why they can't pull out the taser first. He pulled the taser out.
He was
first.
tasing the shit out of her ass.
He
Trying to
chased
tase
her around the car.
He kept giving her commands. Why they don't give commands? He kept giving her commands. He told her why he was arresting her. He told her everything. He even did not shoot when he saw the gun.
Right.
He said, "Ma'am, put the gun down."
Twice.
Put the gun down.
Yep.
Bow.
Bow.
That was her shot you heard first.
And then he draw his-
Then he shot after that. So it's like, to me, man, I hate to say it, but we got to hold ourselves accountable.
Right.
Come on, man.
And then
I know we fucked 12 to the death.
Nah,
but some
come on,
things
bro,
we gotta
we gotta look at this and be like, come on, man.
them one-off situations, and this will be a one-off
Yeah.
situations that
Yeah.
we do have to hold ourselves accountable. Like,
on, man.
When I dissect the video, it took me one time to watch it. You talking to somebody that my dad was a cop. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So he tells me what he goes through, growing up on a daily basis. So that cop right there was respectful.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? He explained everything. There was no question
Right.
involved. You had the chance to call your mama, whoever, to come meet you there.
She even asked for their names, I believe.
Right?
Exactly.
Gave her that.
So when I look at the situations, and some people might have that, this bad cop, this bad 12. Nah, he was doing his job.
I
That's
think
an
this was
example.
one of those
That's
situations
an examples
where-
of doing your job.
Yeah,
you
and
know
I
what I'm saying?
think, and I think personally too, it just doesn't look good on us as a culture and as a community.
don't.
Just due to the fact that the other side, they already think we just crying wolf as it is. They think, oh man, y'all just it's the way y'all act. They wouldn't act like that. It's just the way you act.
Well,
so then
Breonna Taylor didn't do nothing.
Well,
She
and
was
understood.
sleeping
No,
home.
and we and this understood. We know that, but at the same time, it doesn't look good when stuff like this comes out and you're really and the man, like No Limit said, the man followed every single protocol.
He did.
Yeah.
He really did.
And I'm gonna be honest, had I been a cop, I probably would have shot her ass sooner.
She would have got shot her sooner. Yeah, she got in that damn car again.
Honestly,
I'm popping the whole
I can't-
motherfucking
I
clip.
can't
Maybe
fault that man.
why I felt like she just was so I don't want to say dumb, you know what I mean? But I
She
felt
was
like
dumb.
she was so
I'ma say that she was
ignorant
dumb.
in the sense because I've been
Ignorant
pulled
equals
over.
dumb.
I've had to deal with police, you know, who've been a little bit more
hell?
aggressive when they speak.
Right,
so
right.
to literally see how polite he
Right.
was, you can't get that in Huntersville.
No, oh,
You
hell
can't get
no.
that in
Concord,
Cornelius.
Oh, Concord,
No.
Matthews.
South Park, they not
Math-
talking to you as
Hell
nice
no.
as that. So
Hell
I'm
no.
looking at how we're dealt with in our city to how she was dealt with at the same time. So I was just something that I saw in the media, and I see that, you know, as a culture, we tend to want to not see exactly what it is.
Right.
She was wrong.
Yeah.
She was wrong.
So-
I'm glad you said it. She was
So
wrong.
in saying that,
Y'all
you
if
know,
it was me, y'all would have been like, Tay, you
Hell
got me.
yeah, Tay. We would
Tay,
have told
what is
your
your-
ass,
what
look,
is you
Tay.
doing, Tay?
call
I would
us
have
up.
said,
But
you're
y'all know
acting
I be quick,
retarded
look.
on TV. So you should have set your ass down and
Yeah.
listen.
Sit your ass down.
Yeah.
Sit down.
Here's
Tay
the,
down.
here's the
It ain't
other
time
part
to
of
turn
it.
up.
Here's the other part of it. Like we look at it from our side.
Right.
So our side, we know that there's a problem.
Right.
When it comes to white officers and black people. So why would we even act crazy?
Right.
When we've seen people get killed for less.
Can I say
Right.
this?
For less.
Right.
That is
Les.
one thing that I will say. We get pulled over or we have to have some type of conversation or dealings with the police. Do not act ignorant.
Right.
Because all that does is spark up their power
Right.
that they know that they have.
Right.
Bruh.
You know what I mean? Like, I've been called, what is that word? I've been called like
Look, the
a,
motherfucker said, "Look, you can smoke a cigarette."
He told you.
He really
Like,
did.
go
She had
ahead,
to
never
lean back
seen
in
that.
the
Go
car to
ahead.
get her
Go
lighter.
ahead.
That's
Whole time
crazy,
the
yo.
gun was in the
Bro,
car.
she
Like,
was
that
going
is
back and forth.
crazy.
She went back and forth in that car like 3 or more fucking
I believe
times.
she was on something.
I don't know, bro.
Oh, the way
believe-
he was tasing her ass and she
And
wasn't
she
feeling
wasn't-
it.
Bruh,
She didn't react to the taste of the second one. The second one, she was like,
It made her mad.
Denzel said
ahead, no
in
limit.
training day, he said in training day, you want to go to jail or go home. For
Right.
us, is do you want to go to jail or you want to live?
Right.
Right.
That's how we got to start looking at the situation.
Nah. That's
Nigga,
it.
I'm going, take me to jail.
Yeah.
Take me to
I
jail.
ain't
I feel
trying
like
to
it
die.
starts,
I'm not
with the kids from now on. Like
I'm
from
not
here
trying
on.
to die out there, bro.
Nah.
I already know we got an issue. So I'm not trying to give you no reason because like I said, we've seen people die for less.
Have you dealt with anything like
Of
this in
course.
Charlotte?
Of course.
And that's
Of course.
Because they know you No Limit. They
No, not even way before that, bro.
Oh,
Like
woo.
way coming up in North Charlotte. I see
You
the
already
police-
know North Charlotte
We
was.
standing on the block. I seen a police officer drive, a black police officer drive up, punch a dude in the mouth, said, "Bitch, I told you," and got back in the car. No lie.
But
like I see Beta Ford Road. We standing
Right.
on the Ford. I get pulled over. We 4 deep in the car.
But
Everybody get the fuck out. That's what that's how they talk.
Think
to you.
about
Yep.
that era back
So
in the
it
day.
happens.
Yep.
You say
So
North
it's like-
Charlotte was on knock. Think
Yeah.
about that. You know, Hidden Valley Kings and everything used to
Yeah.
run the fucking city. Y'all already know that shit.
Yeah.
I was a little peewee, but I do
No.
remember. I do
Well,
remember
I mean,
that. You know what I'm
it was
saying?
before. It was even before
Even
all
before
of
that.
Like
And
No
I-
Limit
and I-
talking about early North Charlotte.
But listen, like I've been in some situations where like today I probably wouldn't be here. Like I had a crazy car back in the day, right? So I couldn't roll the windows down. So I got a pistol. My brother got a pistol. We ride. I do a dumbass U-turn. It's only one car on the street. It's a cop. I try to outrun the cop and park behind the building. We get pulled over. They come to the car. It's one cop. He flashed the light. He see the gun. He see my brother's gun in the back seat. And he got the gun on my neck and I don't even know. And he's talking to me and he's telling me to get my license. I used to keep my license under the seat. So I'm reaching under the seat. He could have easily killed
They
me.
could have powered.
Right, and he would have been justified.
Right.
It's 2 guns in the car.
Right.
He would have been justified.
Right.
So I get it. Like I get both sides of it. And I've been through the simulation training of police officers. Right. So they got, if you want to take it, I don't know if they still do it, but they used to do it where they got a simulation training where if you want to see how police officers react to different traffic stops, you can go do it. And I've done it. So I get it. I'm like, okay, I see why. So
X, Y, and Z.
But
it's one of the traffic stops they got on there. It's a cool ass old lady, right? So you go on, you talking to the old lady, right? She's cool and she's going back and forth in the car. You think she's a sweet old lady? She come out with a double barrel shotgun and shoot you.
Medea done popped out.
So it really
Real
makes you
shit.
think. I don't know what going down on this traffic
Right.
stop. Like it's really like out there. So we got to look at both sides of it.
Right.
We got to look at it for them, and we got to look for us. Have they made a lot of mistakes? Yes.
Definitely.
Do they still make a lot of mistakes with us?
Definitely.
Yes. But in this incident,
Right.
this cop right here was 1,000% right.
And that's the thing, like he said, man. You at the end of the day, they trying to make it home too.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying?
And he
like,
was a white officer.
Right,
He was cool. He
right.
knew, and you could tell by his tone. He was like,
I will
"Man."
say this
Yeah.
though, when he was breathing on the camera, when you could see his view, and he was trying to, I
He was
felt bad.
disappointed.
You know
he
what
was
I'm
like,
saying? Like,
I
I
was
just
really
felt
doing
so
my damn
bad.
job.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm here, X,
Yeah.
Y, and Z, but he was in his voice, it was more so not the pain, but
Damn,
the
bitch, I
sorrow
didn't
of
wanna
So,
shoot
disappointment.
you.
so what do y'all think he's gonna do the next time he going to stop?
I think he might retire. He might be one of them police officers that might turn his badge in.
I don't think he's gonna be so lenient next time.
He not gonna.
He might turn into one of them. Like,
either he not gonna be lenient, or he's gonna retire. Because he don't want to.
I don't think he's gonna retire.
I just think, dude, that was a big dude.
I don't think he's gonna retire.
That was a big dude.
He gonna get that pension and chill.
I don't think he's gonna retire, but I think after being shot, you gonna be on edge. And the first sign of something like that getting ready to happen again, you feel like that situation about to go left. Oh yeah, he gonna pull it quick.
Yeah,
it might not get a taser next time.
Oh yeah,
for real. So it is what it is. I mean,
I would have pepper sprayed her ass. Fuck
man,
that.
It is.
I would have pepper sprayed. I would have pepper sprayed her ass first because she would have been.
No.
I don't even know if he had pepper spray.
No,
they got them. They gotta have that shit.
You can't say that because
I mean,
the taser didn't affect her. So who's to say that pepper spray?
She was on Hawk shit or some shit.
Sometimes people pepper spray and that shit don't affect. Depending on what they own, that's what I said. I don't want to speculate. I don't want to say she owns some shit, but she was on some shit.
It was a fight and somebody sprayed everybody outside.
Hey,
what's up, though?
You already
all that.
You already know we get into the the nitty gritty of the show, and I don't know if you've been paying attention, but every show is a hot seat question.
Okay, cool.
So this. I'm gonna tell you the rules. So we gonna ask you the hot seat question.
Okay. Yeah, I got some more ice over the lid.
Yeah. Here you go. Get right.
Yeah. I'm wait till you come back. Go ahead. You get the question ready.
Okay. I'm always ready. I'm always ready for the question.
I'm ready for you. Let's go.
He go. Oh, he got his little Sprite.
I got
the Sprite. Yeah.
He had
Sprite and Coke.
He had that Sprite since Thursday.
Hold up.
He had that Sprite since Thursday.
Pass that over here after you.
Okay, go ahead, cause I'm about to get ready for the little hot seat question too. Y'all drinking the whole bottle. Where y'all going after this? After all this Henny, y'all?
I thought we was gonna go.
Yeah, we got work in the morning.
We was gonna go eat.
We're going to eat.
Yeah. There's where we going.
Oh, shit.
Somebody got this. Stop playing. Y'all know y'all got y'all stimulus in here. Stop playing.
I ain't got that shit yet. That stimmy did hit.
I'm still waiting. Ain't no cap in my rap. I'm still waiting.
That stimmy still hit.
I'm still waiting.
I'm
Nah. So you already know when I know you've been paying attention to the show, so it's always a hot seat segment.
Come on, bro,
and we cannot let No Limit Larry skate the hot seat. He can't skate it.
Nah.
So let's get it in.
Well, damn,
It's
nigga.
hot
Can
enough.
I get set
It's
myself?
hot enough.
Can I get set myself?
Go ahead, Darius, kick it off.
So my first hot seat question right now, you might have a lot of people inboxing you off this question. Who's your top 3 favorite artists of all time?
Top 3.
Top 3.
That's the hot seat question.
Yes.
Tupac.
Okay.
Man,
Jeezy.
No, re-switch that question.
No.
Tupac, Jeezy. And who'll be my third? Top, who I listen to? See, I'm different, man. Top, so definitely Tupac and Jeezy.
Okay.
My third will be Andre 3000.
Okay, so that sounds. No, hold on.
Those are the rappers who
Pretty
speak to me. Like a lot of rappers don't speak to me.
Hold on, Pretty
like Hove cool, but he don't speak to me. He talk that New York shit. I ain't from New York. I'm from the dirty.
That's what I'm saying. Listen.
He do talk that New York shit. It's okay. It's okay, Tay.
They say down south is a little bit slower, so we're
hold the fuck up now. You're not gonna disrespect
You know
like
what?
that.
We understand what he's saying, but we get money down here.
Exactly.
We get money over here.
Jay-Z one of the richest men in the world, so I don't know what y'all talking about.
Only because Biggie died.
Here we go.
Only because Biggie died.
Here we go. You know Beyonce wouldn't be as big as she is if Aaliyah was still here.
Oh, we already said
that's
that.
not
I told you Aaliyah would have been her own, boy. How you got the Navy to Beehive. Aaliyah would have had something.
Aaliyah would have killed the Beehive.
Tupac, Jeezy, and 3000. 3 stacks.
Okay, because you got 3 rounds of hot seat questions. So I hope you got
Tape.
something in your bag.
ready.
I hope you got some hot seat.
Yeah, I'm coming back. I'm fine back.
Okay, I know you shoot back, so I'm ready.
So I want to know this.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? With you being, you know what I'm saying, Mr. No Limit, you know what I'm saying? You on the radio, so you get to hear a lot of artists in and out of the city. I really want to know.
Go ahead.
Who are your top 3 artists out of this city?
Out
of this city.
Ever or right now?
As of all together. Like
right
it
now
could be
or
old,
ever?
new. I'm gonna say you can't say the
you gonna
baby.
have some
You can't
Charlotte
say the
Rackets
baby.
coming at you?
You can't say the baby.
You got the Charlotte.
Hot Boy Shaq.
Okay.
Okay, Hot Boy Shaq, what
Hot
up?
Boy Shaq.
Okay.
My boy 3. Number 3, S Dub.
I know you talking about.
Oh yeah, we know Young S Dub.
Young S Dub got the store for life.
Young S Dub.
I've said this in all my interviews and people ask me about artists. He's the most complete artist to ever come out of the city.
Youngest up. I remember
Nobody can
and
like
he was,
if you go. I'll tell you right now. If you go back and go to YouTube and look his stuff up,
That's what I'm gonna
you'll be like, damn. Okay.
I remember
get
y'all
it.
used to play his song on the radio
You
about
still
10
do?
years
Yeah.
ago.
Can't nobody
now-
recite it? Can't nobody recite it?
Come on now.
Oh, I'm just asking. Okay, one more. You got one more.
And my third would be. Let me think. So
There's a lot of artists in this city now.
De Niro Farrar.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
De Niro.
Remember
is,
my three.
De Niro
Yeah,
is.
he-
If I can't say the baby,
If
I can't say the baby, then that's
Do
who
you
I
think
go.
De Niro's the next one to crack the ceiling like that?
He been cracked the
I
shit.
know that, but-
De Niro's in his own lane. Though.
Okay,
Like,
yeah.
he's got.
Yeah.
The
I really
the
feel like
coke
Hot
right.
Boy Shaq though. I feel like Hot Boy Shaq
Yeah.
is just gonna hit.
Shaq like that though.
Yeah,
Shaq
I
does.
like him.
Shaq
And he bring
Shaq get active.
Shaq hot. He real hot.
And there's no disrespect to nobody in the city, but you asked me my three. That's what I'm.
Yeah, no.
going with.
I just wanted
That's what
to
I'm
know
going
your
with.
personal three.
That's my personal.
And he
three.
bring that Louisiana feel.
Just Jared, go ahead with your hot.
bring
'cause
the
I
hoes
got,
out.
I got one more before you go. I got
All right,
one
the
more
last
before
one
you
we
go.
gonna ask, man. It's just gonna be real quick to take us out, man. So, if you could see any person, artist, any person in the city, come on No Approval
Oh,
podcast.
he took my
and
hot
the
seat.
thing is, you gotta help
Oh, I
us.
left out one.
You gotta help us
Can
get
I have
the.
a three?
Oh,
Go ahead. You can add an
Say it,
extra.
just say it.
Fetty P.
Okay, Fetty
Oh, my
P.
nigga Fetty P,
Fetty
man.
P.
I'll take it.
It's the hidden Fetty P. So
I'll take it.
yeah, P Frank, Fetty P.
Frank. What up,
Yeah,
P. Frank?
Fetty P. Yeah.
Yeah. So
up, boy?
look. So
Fetty
look.
P. That's why I wanted to come on.
Repeat your question for the OG.
You ain't gotta get it out. Fetty P. Bring my boy.
There's a- I
know what Fetty
I
P's
no
doing
limit.
right now.
So then that's the thing. You got to help us get them on, man. So yeah, send them our way.
So
What up, Frank?
that's the
Yes.
the
What
next
up, Frank?
person you would like to see on No Approval is Fetty
He
P.
real Charlotte. He
Okay.
real
I
Charlotte.
like Fetty P because he thinks his stuff out. He's like really visual with his videos. He actually comes out in the community too, just like Hot Boy Shaq. But Fetty P, I think he's knocking on the door, and they need to go ahead and kick it down, and let him in. You know, Shaq is already there to me. Like Shaq is already, doing his thing. I think Fetty P, him and Fetty P, I think they used to do music together, or they done some songs together. But yeah, definitely Fetty P.
Okay, so it's your turn for the hot seat question. You guys,
You got anybody? You got a hot seat question for anybody?
I mean,
Oh y'all!
Let's
I'm
hear
ready.
it. Let's
It's
go.
all
I'm ready for a
three of
triple.
y'all.
Okay,
Then I
been
got
in the
one
gym.
last thing.
I'm
before we end.
I'm
One
always
last thing after these
ready
hot
because I'm
seat
I've been in the gym.
Why y'all
Hold
call
on.
yourself the hottest podcast out? You know
Because
what I mean?
we
You got
are.
other
We'll get
podcasts.
that. Okay,
Hold on.
Let me back up my seat a little bit.
Hold up.
Hold
So
on,
y'all
let's
just
hear
gonna
it,
disrespect
hear it.
other podcasts.
Go
Okay,
ahead
go ahead,
out
pop your
there.
shit.
Because at the end of the day, it's called
Okay.
No Approval at the end of the day, right?
Yep.
And I'm a king. So I really don't care about other podcasts.
Okay.
Now I know you got your thing.
I ain't even care nothing about
I mean, but you got to come to me first.
That's what's up.
So anybody that's in Charlotte, North Carolina, I respect what you do. I respect your craft. I respect your podcast, but you're not gonna be better than me. And you're never gonna be better than me. And you don't have the vision or the mindset of where No
that
Approval
shit.
going. So at the end of the
Pop
day,
that
if
shit.
That's how
you
you
need
feel?
it, that's how I
Pop
feel, and
that
that's how we
shit.
gonna rock.
I ain't mad at
No Approval is setting milestones.
Sweat now. You in my hot seat.
Yeah, I'm sweating like a motherfucker. You got that heat warmers on the
You asked
motherfucker.
him the right
You got
question.
that. You got the
asked him the
right. You
right
asked me the right motherfucking question because at the end of the day, and then it's funny because this week one of my competitors called me and texted me talking
Speak
about
on
something, doing a
it.
show with me.
So
Ain't nothing
how
wrong with that,
would you?
It ain't nothing wrong with that.
That was my next question.
But look, this competition told me to change my motherfucking logo when I first started.
Oh wow.
How would he?
So,
how
but
would
now
go
you
about
want to
that?
come to my shit from
Well,
all the work that I've been doing.
Man, let me say this. Collaboration
no,
over competition always wins.
You know
Right.
what?
Right.
And that's right, no limit.
tell you
And when
that
they
right
hit it, shit, just know we gonna do the show together. But that hot seat question, I'm gonna be coming out their neck.
That's the thing.
Okay.
And that's the thing, man. If you you gotta show
But
this.
you gotta answer his hot seat before
I
you
got a
go.
question.
Go ahead.
Now, hold on, we gotta answer.
go
That's
ahead.
why he
Go
said
ahead.
why we the
Hold
hottest.
on.
Oh,
You know
shit.
why we the hottest
Why we the
podcast?
hottest? I mean, we got our whole team is just fire, bro. Like
just
honestly,
took the
at
words
the
out
end
my
of the
mouth.
day, like I'm gonna give it to you down to our creative directors, to our video people, to the on-air hosts, bro. Like the chemistry is there. Like
We're already
the
loved out
fire's
here.
there.
Like, we
don't. At the end of the day, we know what goals we want to accomplish, and we know that we reaching for the biggest thing. Our focus is on Charlotte. We not trying to take care of nothing else but Charlotte. And if we take care of the city, I'm telling you, we just gonna blow. So I think,
the
like
city
I
take
said.
care of you, No Limit.
Oh yeah, the city
take care of you.
Absolutely.
Oh
All right,
yeah,
then.
Go, Pretty
All
Tay.
right,
that's the
then.
focus.
Pretty
All right,
Tay,
then.
wrap us up, Pretty
Listen,
Tay.
Pretty Tay.
I believe we are the
that mic
best
again.
podcast
You
in
saw it, didn't you?
Charlotte, North Carolina, because look at our team.
Doing the clap.
Look,
She
look,
mean that
look
shit.
at
You know
our
what
team.
the
mean that.
Look
Yeah.
at, look at,
Oh, yeah.
look at
She
our
clapping
work.
flies.
Look at our team. Look at our work. Like, come on now. Come on now. I feel like that's just
We
a
put
question.
work
Like,
in.
you know what I'm saying? We really put in work in. You know what I'm saying? We the best, baby.
That's what it
Period.
is.
DJ
And-
Khaled.
Hey,
But
You
I
said
got
you had one more
thing.
question. Go
One
ahead.
more thing
Go
before
ahead
we
before
end
we
this.
go.
What is the best advice you could give us as you're sitting here right now, sitting in front of us?
Yeah,
Real
yeah,
talk.
yeah, right here
You
in
know
your
us
face.
individually. What is the best advice you could give No
You might-
Approval Podcast before you leave out this building?
Don't stop working. You know, because a lot of people would tell you can't do something. A lot of people would say they'll be like wondering how you do it. The days will get tough. Y'all start arguing, and then what happens is, you know, when you start making money, people get, I gotta say it. People get funny.
Right.
When you start to talk money.
Right.
Money separate y'all.
Right.
Because it's gonna come.
Right.
No matter whether it's coming from sponsorships or somebody just throwing money out there. Don't let the money separate y'all and keep working.
Right.
Everybody believe in the dream, work as a team, and keep believing in it and make it work.
That's what
my
it
advice.
is. That's
Because
what it
the
is.
money separates a lot and
lot of great
tears
things.
down a lot of things. I've
Right.
seen it over and over, even with myself. You know, working with people, like you get money and then it's like, yo, nah, we doing what? Oh, okay. And then you see people true colors when the money stops.
Right.
It's different when everybody's hungry and ain't nobody getting paid.
But you also got to pay attention
Yeah.
when everybody hungry too. So
Yeah.
when you pay attention when everybody hungry,
Yeah,
then
so
you'll
ju-
see.
yeah.
I feel like that's just me personally.
Nah, but
though.
see what happens is, so people be hungry for the wrong reason though.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And niggas might be hungry for fame,
Right.
Or he might be not saying
Yeah.
for real though, but like some niggas might be hungry for money.
Right.
But see, if everybody's hungry for the brand, that's important.
Right.
Everybody has to be hungry for the same thing.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So, and you got to keep that.
Right.
That fire that brought y'all together, you always got to come back to that. No matter how
Period.
many arguments you have,
Period.
no matter how many fallouts you have,
Period.
let's get back to what brought us together.
No
and let's
Approval
keep working.
Podcast. We in here.
One band,
We ain't
one
going
sound.
Yeah,
nowhere.
man, nah, for real,
Shit.
bro. Like if y'all do it, y'all got y'all. Honestly, I really feel like y'all got a dope show. Like y'all got a great chemistry, and y'all just need to keep the shit going.
That's what's up. No
Hey,
Limit.
man,
Coming
so-
from you,
so-
that's
so-
what's up.
so-
Charlotte winning right now.
So
Period.
saying that, you know, No Limit has gave no approval of this stem, but being the best, you know. He didn't say it, but he said it.
Look how he put that shit on me. See
I'm-
what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? You gonna put that shit on me?
My bad, but you know, it's your favorite voice. It's Charlotte, North Carolina. We rock with No Limit, Larry, and you know that is
appreciate
a
that.
wrap.
That's what it is.
That's a wrap. Thank
what
you,
it
No
is.
Limit.
Thank you.
Hey,
Appreciate-
real quick, tune in the Morning Madhouse on Monday morning,
They
6
already
a.m.
do. They got it set on
Y'all
their alarm.
shit.
Let's go.